Hello, everyone. This is Monica from earthwise.live, and I would like to share some ideas, some thoughts that I had lately. And today I want to talk to you about responsibility. I know there's a lot of people out there who feel really that everything is lost and that there's no hope, and they dwell in some depression. This is understandable to a point, but I ask especially the spiritual and the yoga community right now, what did you learn in the past years? Why did you jump on the yoga mat, working on yourself, working on your intuition, and now you force others to muscle up and to show vaccine passports, and you keep your little yoga studio open, but with a heavy price of compliance and worsening the problem as it shows itself. Responsibility is the ability to respond, which means that we have to work on our capacity to respond, which means that we don't react from the lower realm of emotional upset, of fear, anxiety, worries, survival, and all these lower emotional frequencies. So I ask yourself today, where can you in your own life take over more responsibility? Where can you take action? I think the time is over now where we spend hours and hours listening to truth movement, truthers, alternative medias for hours and hours and make notes and more notes. This is the time where we have to take things in our own hands, and not because there's some terrible food shortage or whatever. No, we do it because we learn from our spiritual teachings. We learn and we know that the divine takes care of us and provides everything for each and every human being on the planet with unbelievable abundance. But we also have to take our turns, and we have to show that we want it. I give you a little example of my everyday today. I was first listening to a little bit of, got some information. And all of a sudden, I felt my energy really draining, and I felt really very weird. You might have lately noticed that if you spend too much time in front of your laptop, or even worse, on your smartphone, that your energy drains and that you get so distracted from all the thousands and thousands of bits of information. So I made the conscious decision. I closed down my laptop. I went outside and I started to fix our fence. We have our little farm and we want to keep everything already prepared for springtime because we have fun and joy. We enjoy to grow our own food so that we can make sure that it's not poisoned. We know what's in there. We feed it with effective microorganisms, and we make sure that we get the best from the soil and we give back to the soil. So I worked 2 hours in the sun and I connected to spirit. My cat was hopping all around me and the birds were singing, and the sun was so intense, the light that was coming in, and I really got all these downloads of positivity. And already from this new earth, the Earth, Mother Nature was really communicating with me that everything is totally okay in the present moment. And so I got back in after the 2 hours of working outside in the fresh air and blue sky and wonderful sunshine, felt so nourished and refreshed. And I got to the downloads that everything is really totally okay. But I ask you, even if you are in a lockdown situation right now, there's always a possibility to take responsibility for your own inner state. You can work on your own inner self, do some shadow work, do some breath work, move, do some yoga. Kundalini yoga is really perfect to get the energies moving in your body so that you can change from the lower frequencies of depression, rise up towards love, acceptance, and then to peace and enlightenment, if that's the path that you choose for yourself. You also have a choice in responsibility, what you take into your body with the new energies coming in right now. This is so, so, so essential. No alcohol. If it's possible for you, please don't eat meat, because this is really the old energy of slaughtering and exploiting animals for the good of humans. And this is not in the new design of the new earth. I think we're not supposed to eat meat. And I know this is controversial to some, but I think that you vibrate on a much higher level if you stick with greens and with vegetables and plant-based proteins. You also can take responsibility for what you buy, what you consume, that you boycott, don't buy anything made in China. If you want some products and you want a certain life to be unfold, a reality, you also have to act on it and just let go of your old habits of just buying the same brands over and over again. For example, I heard today that Myers was recently bought over by Procter and Gamble. So just stick with something really organic and something that is biodegradable and that maybe cost a few dollars more, but please support your local organic food store, spend a few dollars more, but change how you consume, change where you buy, change where you spend money, change where you put your money in, the banks you use, and so on. There's so much you can do. And if it's only small little steps, but if you change one thing, it's like a holistic principle. And then if you change one thing, other things change. You change your diet, then your stamina, your well-being, your energy changes. You attract different things in your life. You take care of your own energy in your body system, your energetic system, and it's like a magnet. Then you attract likewise. And then you don't have to be surprised and overwhelmed because you just don't attract what you want. So be very honest with yourself, take responsibility, and I think this is the best thing we can do right now in this situation where obviously the dark forces have seen their end and they will try desperately to take everything away from us that we hold dear. But they should not mess with humans, and especially not with women at this time. Women are supposed to be the feminine, divine energy is coming back big time. And once this lion courage is activated in each and every woman, instead of complying and muscling their children up, this is such an assault for me to see. This is heartbreaking to see. And take responsibility. Take responsibility as a parent and take responsibility for the children. We owe it to our children, we owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to the next 7 generations. And eventually we have to incarnate back to this earth plane, and then we're going to find the same mess that we produced. And I think nobody wants that. So just in your choices, in your responsible decisions, take responsibility, be aware that we have to plan long term, and please, one last thought, don't analyze anymore and don't analyze what these guys are doing. We know already what we're facing. We know already about the dark forces. We don't need to know every detail and all the evil players. Let's focus on what we want to create. Let's focus on our power that we have as divine human beings. And all we need to do now is take it in our own hands and connect to that creative potential. And then we all together, if we stand shoulder to shoulder, we are unstoppable. This revolution of light, this revolution of love on the planet, this revolution of humanity, remembering who we are, has begun now, and nothing can stop what is coming. If you want to connect with us, if you're interested in building a network, we are earthwise.live, and we would love to hear from you. Any comments are very welcome. And take responsibility and have fun and joy. Joy and fun in a time like this is the most revolutionary act that you can participate in right now. Bye-bye for now, and I hope to hear from you. Bye-bye.